Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's not a financial planner. And if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, we had a wild one in Tesla today, and I think we got some opportunities coming up here shortly. We had one today, I can tell you that. Okay, so from high to low today, it was a range from high to low of $29.44. However, if you take into consideration what it did at 7 o'clock this morning, pre-market, where it went down to 410, we had $37 at least, maybe $39 of range. But whatever. So we got really good movement. Better movement than Grandpa anticipated, I can tell you that. High today of 447.08. Grandpa missed this. I was going to sell some up there and I missed it by a little bit. Let's see, we had a low of 417.64 just prior to the close. And but pre-market at 7 a.m. it dipped down to 410.23. Grandpa was asleep at the wheel at that point in time. But I did get Grandma some shares, and she absolutely made a killing on those shares. She did really good. And she rebought again. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. Tesla closed at 421.06 in the red. Okay, indexes. Now this is bullish. The indexes are up. The Nasdaq's just flying. Well, they're both up substantially, and it all happened later in the day here once the good news came out about the core and the CPI reports and all that garbage. But Tesla really underperformed, and I'll tell you why here shortly. Divergence. Volume increased by 12 million shares today on falling prices. A total of 129 million approximately were bought and sold. You know, Grandpa sees it as a little bit bearish because of the higher volume on lower prices is just not that great a thing. I think, well, I'll get into it later. The dominant trend is down. I'm going to show you, this is a 4-hour chart here, and I'll get right back to that, but I want to show you the daily because it's important in your world. This is the daily. Each candle is 1 day. I think I'm losing my voice. It's a sell signal. So the dominant trend is currently down. And we're going to talk about pivot points here shortly. And that this is why it's important. The dominant trend is still down, and it's not up. That's the problem. Can change in a quick hurry, but for right now, I can guarantee you it'll be down through Monday, even if we get a green candle. Because it takes a while to change. Okay, pivot points here. Now we'll get into the nitty gritty. I'm going to go back to. Well, for right now, I'll stay right here. 488.54 is currently, and that's right up here at this blue line. 488.54 is currently our top pivot point, and we are searching for a new bottom pivot point. Now, the $1,000,000 question is, let's go back to I'm going to take you to the hourly and see if I can get that low to come up today. If I can get it to show up. Nope, it won't show. I'll have to take it, see if I can get it on the 15. There it is, right there. 15-minute shows it. Right here where I got my mouse is 4:10:23 at 7 a.m. in the morning approximately. That's a possibility of being our new low bottom pivot point. The other day it was 4:20:02 yesterday. And Grandpa didn't think that was the bottom, and it wasn't. Now the question is 4:10:23 the bottom? Because if it is, we'll just muddle around and just keep going uphill. We'll blow through 488. The 488.54, the top pivot we made before. We'll just blow right through that little thing. We're gonna have a battle at that point. If you're long and you want to make money, sell your shares around 488 and then wait for a retracement downward and then rebuy. And then hold out for like 570, 600. Because we're going to make a new top pivot point. But if 4:10:23 is not the bottom pivot point, then we're still looking, and I'm going to go through some scenarios that it could be here shortly. So the fair opening price for Monday, 12/23, is 428.59. I'll go to the 4-hour chart and show you that. I'll even make it bigger for you. There, it says it in the white right there. And it's this white line. Earlier on, it was up around, I texted Jeff, it was up at hovering between 434 and 437. I told him I thought it was probably going to be 434, and then we got this red candle and she just plummeted down here. Current price is about 422.40 is where it's at right now. Grandma's already making a bundle. I should wake her up and just let her sell her shares. She got them so cheap. Not really. I'm just teasing. I'll tell you where she is going to sell them, though. She's going to sell them at 428.59 on Monday morning. That's where she's going to sell them. Now, it's very likely that it'll go past that, but Grandpa don't like taking chances, and Grandma likes making money, so she's going to make more money. Pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. That's the way it is. You see a good profit, you got to be smart enough to take it. Okay, so that's the fair opening price, 428.59. Upside resistance. We have resistance at that white line right there, 428.59. Simply because it's the fair opening price. And I anticipate it going there and hanging around that area a little bit on Monday. Above that, you have 438.79. 438.79 right in this area. And then above that, you have 468.99 right up here. Did I miss one? I got 450. I should have had 456 in there for you, but I didn't. So right around 456, you got, or is it 8? I'm sorry, it's 8. No wonder I can't see it. 458, and then up above, obviously at 488. So no resistance between actually 469 and 488. She could just run. And down below, downside support, you have support down below at the 415 area. 410, obviously, that stopped us today. 400, 390, and 377. So currently, we've got our pivot point from the top, and if this 410 is the bottom, it's about $78. But and that's a good move. That's a good move. 50 to 60 is very, very common. Sometimes it only does as little as 30. Between pivot points, but quite often it'll do 100. So really the 400 or the 387, 390 area are still really in play, and I don't know yet. I haven't got enough data to know at this point. I'll give you my opinion where I think it's going to go here shortly in the near term and a little bit further out. And I'm extremely bullish on Tesla. If you own Tesla shares, you're golden. You got nothing to fear but fear itself. So downside support 415, 410, 400, 390, 377 area. Okay, so what caused Tesla to crash today? Well, there were several things, but they had 750,000 Teslas were recalled, and they put it out in the news. Every news media that could run with it ran with it. People just doing YouTube channels used it for clickbait, and because that's extremely bearish for the stock. Came out early this morning. Tesla went straight to 410 and never did recover all the way. However, now the news is trickling out. All it is a software update. So they make it sound like Tesla's got 750,000 vehicles that are recalled, and all it is a software update. And they do this over and over again. I can't tell you how many times they've crashed the market doing that. Actually, Grandma rebought here right at the close. She's at 420, and like I say, she's going to sell at 428.5 on Monday and take her profit. Now, the other thing is the core CPI and all the data that came out today was very bullish for the market. That's why the indexes just skyrocketed today, okay? But Tesla, that's interest rate sensitive, and Powell just crashed the market when he did his talk the other day. He not only crashed Tesla, he crashed the exchanges, the indexes. And the dirty thing about it is, while he was doing it, he knew he knew what the readings were going to come out bullish today. He knew it. And still he was so bearish for towards interest rate cuts in the future that it crashed the market. And now everybody is seeing that, hey, uh, he's going to be cutting because the data shows it. And I believe in my opinion, he misled us. Jeff says, good afternoon, Grandpa. Well, good afternoon, Jeff. I hope you're doing well today. He's sure a great singer. You can listen to some of my previous live streams. He sang the other night. Oh, here he's going to call and visit with Grandpa. Hang on a second. Well, hang on. Okay, you're on live stream there, Mr. Mom.
How's the Tesla Bowl today?
Well, Grandma's taking a nap. She's got to rest up. You know, she made a killing this morning.
Yeah.
And then she rebought at 420 because she's going to sell them at 428 and a half. I'll tell you what we're hoping. And I told her to grab them, is because we might bounce up there tonight yet, and she might be able to sell them yet.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's very possible. We're only $6 away, $5 away, and then she'll have all her gunpowder back for Monday to rebuy again somewhere, you know. So that's what we're hoping. But if not, we'll just let her sell them on Monday. Either way, she's going to make a killing, you know.
She's always a winner.
I'll tell you, she never loses a trade. That
Nope.
How she does it, I have no idea. There's a lot of people that would like to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's extremely good. I'm still stuck in my long position up there, hoping to get out of it someday.
I got my sell in already.
Yeah, I know. Tell me what number again?
Well, it's a very biblical number, 477.77.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. I think you should move it to 487.77 and make a profit.
Over what?
487.77.
No, I'll just be happy to get my dollar profit.
But,
I'll be very happy.
Well,
That'll be $152 I made. So I'm very excited.
yeah, but anyway, if you do it the other way, there's going to be a lot of resistance at that 488 area.
Yeah.
And or I anticipate they're going to go up there and hit that number, and when they do, you know, at 487.77, you're front running a little bit, which is a smart thing to do, and then wait for a dip down back to you know, like the 460s, 450s, and rebuy there. You know, but whatever. We'll see how it all works out. We're looking for a new bottom pivot point. That's what we're doing. So
I don't think it's in yet.
yeah, I don't. I think they're going to try to make us believe it's in. I anticipate a bounce up around maybe the mid 470s, possibly high 460s, low 470s is where
Yeah.
I think we'll see that, because they're going to want to make us think that the pivot point is 410. But yeah, I think we're going to see 402, 400 at a minimum, if not lower. before it's over. But Paul really did us in with that talk he did the other day. That was
I
that.
think Paul did us a favor. That's what I think.
Well, he
He
did.
cooled everybody down. It was just nuts.
Well, he knew the data was coming out that would make the market bullish. The indexes are just skyrocketing.
Right.
You know, and Tesla should follow suit, but who knows what news they'll come out with but before Monday.
They always go contrary.
Yeah, but and then they had that recall on Tesla. You heard about that?
700,000 cars?
750,000 of them.
Yeah.
And all it crashed. They put it out in every stream and every YouTube and every business channel they could. They stuck that news out, and all it is a software update.
Yeah.
They're
They do that every time.
Yep, they're just corrupt,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm ready for the weekend. Watching Grandma make money is just wearing Grandpa out.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of depressing, when you sit there on the sidelines like that.
Yeah, well, we're all in Grandma's shadow,
Right.
I get texts all day long from people that want to be Grandma,
Right.
and it's.
So what are your listeners thinking about this market?
Well, what do you think about it? Are you talking about the indexes or are you talking about Tesla?
Tesla.
Oh, Tesla. Well, I can tell you what I think. My listeners are scary. Whatever it goes down to is going to be a buying opportunity. That's one thing, because
Sure is.
the next time when we make that bottom pivot, it might bounce off of 488 a couple times and when we blow through that thing, your bare minimum you're looking for 577. Bare minimum. So be real. Don't give your shares away at that 47. If you're going to suffer that long and hold your stupid shares, make some money.
Hey, my shares ain't stupid.
Well, if you're going to, that's true. But if you're going to hold them that long, make a profit.
Yeah.
That's my feeling.
Hey, I like this idea of giving my kids shares so much. I'm going to give my grandchildren's shares now.
Oh, man, life, I created a monster.
Yep.
I created a monster. Oh, Grandma got out of bed and the price is already going up.
Okay.
Jeez. She gets out of bed and the stock jumps up in price. I'll tell you that, Grandma.
Yeah, some people's kids.
Yeah. So how many grandkids you got?
12.
Oh.
No, 13. No, I got 13.
13. Well, what's 13 times 450?
Well, I'm gonna give them other shares.
Oh, you're not giving them Tesla, you cheapskate.
Well, they're.
What are you gonna do? Give it?
At Tesla at 488 at the high yesterday or that day.
Yeah.
It was 139 times projected earnings.
Yep.
Not real earnings. Projected earnings in 2025.
For next year, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's no doubt
Just remember that, listeners. Just remember that. Be careful.
Yeah. Oh, there's room. We have room to
don't
fluctuate.
Be like some of the guys that don't take profit. Okay.
Yeah.
Take your profit.
Take your profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
if
Grandma.
It's there and all you got to do is say yes. Say yes.
It's like Grandma. All I got to do is tell her she's in the green, and she says, "Sell."
Yep.
She don't even hesitate, that girl.
Yep. I watched it go up, and I was thinking, I think I'm gonna wait till 5:07.
Yeah. Well, I wonder where you got that number.
I can't remember.
Yeah. You got to watch who you listen to.
Absolutely, you have to watch who you deal with.
You got to watch who you're listening to. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, yeah.
But okay. Well,
You have a good weekend there, Grandpa, and we'll talk to you later.
yeah, I heard you talk to Trees in his trucker a little bit. He had a little trouble with that load. So,
Yeah, that was quite a deal, huh?
yeah, he's just gonna go home. It's too bad, you know. He missed out on $5,900 worth on the next round. So
Yep, I know.
that's the way it goes, though.
Yep.
So Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah, she's looking good. Well, the main thing is Grandma's in the green. You know.
I mean, just think, we had how many days of constant up, up, up. So we, we was due for a little bit of a breather.
This is a healthy retracement. The nice thing is, when we get that next low, that one will probably be the bottom pivot. And once we get it, you can be pretty bullish at that point. Save some gunpowder to be doing some buying down there.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, we'll talk to you later then, Jeff. Thank you for calling. Hey, wait a second. Could you sing "Don't Blame Grandpa" before you
I
leave?
can't. I just can't.
Just,
Hey, how is that coming? How's the contest coming?
well, you're not winning if you don't sing. Your other versions
I'm
were,
saying more than the rest of them, I think.
they're singing constantly. You just can't hear them.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I gotta go.
wait
We'll
a
later.
second.
I'm playing cards with my dad, so we
Oh,
got.
do a duet.
He's getting real upset because I'm not playing cards.
Hey, just let's mumble. Don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla shares a couple times. Don't
Yeah.
blame Grandpa.
Don't
If-
blame Grandpa. Okay,
If
that's
you
good. I'll
sell
talk to you
your
later.
Tesla shares, if you sell your Tesla shares, I got rid of him. Okay, yeah, and don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla shares either. This thing is going. We're going to see 1,000. We're going to see 10,000. And when you sell your Tesla shares for 50,000 a piece, $50,000 each, don't blame Grandpa. Don't blame Grandpa if a year later they're 100,000. That's what Grandpa sees. Think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. I'll probably come back on Saturday if I feel good enough and see if I see anything in the market that might have helped us. See you later. Bye-bye.